Welcome to my weekly Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Today's video is all about paper crafting. I'm here to share how easy it is to make a 3D project. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial, and I would love to see you shop with me.
Happy Friday! Guess what we get to make today? It is a gigantic box. Would fit a large egg-shaped item in case you're looking to do something for your Easter egg hunts. Opens like that. It is, it's not a fold flat, so this box is secure underneath. And that is my build for today. I'm using here this in color ribbon. It's beautiful. That is Magenta Madness. And this was called For All Seasons paper. And I didn't have enough to cover everything. So just so you know, there are different patterns that match in our designer series paper. And to me, that looks actually really interesting. So I have two different patterns. The small one goes like that all the way, and then the sides are just these two bigger ones. So that is one of the great things about Stampin' Up's designer series paper, is that we have coordination, and all of this works together. Even though it's not the same pattern, it's similar. But I chose some different paper today, and we're still going to use an in color though. So I have two pieces of cardstock. They are, hang on, let me see my notes, 11 inches long and 6.5 inches wide. So I have two pieces here. So it takes two pieces of cardstock, and just, you know, you have a little bit left over. So I'm gonna have to score these separately. So my first scoring on the long side is 3 inches, and then through 7 1/4, and then 10 1/4. And then I am going to turn it, and we're going to do 3 6. All right, the same with the second piece of cardstock. So 3, 7 1/4, and 10 1/4. Flip it round. We'll do 3 and 6. We're going to fold and burnish all of our score lines on both pages. Kitties are fighting outside on the patio. It's Friday morning. Good Friday, if you will. I'll tell you what I got in the mail today, or, well, this week. I got the new annual catalog. That's as much as I can show you the front cover, but please take note of how beautiful that new paper is. So I hope all of you who are watching, who watch my channel, sign up for the paper share. There will be one, and that paper is gorgeous. You might not want to share it. You might want to hoard it. You might have to get another pack, 2 packs, one for hoarding and one for using. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okie dokie. So you're like, how is this going to be put together? Very simply. I'm going to get out some scissors here, and we're going to go through it. So I'm going to take a wedge out of there, and then I'm going to cut up here. And I might as well, while I'm cutting up, cut up here too. Then I'm going to take a wedge out of the middle rectangle, and I'm going to take out these 2 triangles like this. And then I'm going to cut down here. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that point. I'm going to come to the next one and do the exact same thing. So I'm going to wedge, cut up, cut up, wedge, and cut all the way through. I have my patio door open and I live on a busy street, so you might hear some traffic. But I'm not going to close the window. It's nice. It's first nice day in a while. Okie dokie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this one over. I'm going to add some adhesive, dry adhesive, to that little tab. And then I'm going to line everything up. Just like that. You see how sliver of a piece that I have here? So I'm just going to fold that one over. We can adjust everything else. So now I have one whole piece, and let's just say, oh, I forgot to score that. Let's just say that I'm going to make this the back. So, oh, I forgot to score that piece too. Where the heck was I thinking? Okay. So if this was the back, that is my lid. So this has to come out, and these two are the tabs. Simple, right? Okay, I'm going to fold that in. I'm going to fold it so I can manage it in my one hand, because it's a big box. I'm going to cut through here, and then these two, so remember, this is the back, so this is the lid, so these two are the flaps for the inside. So that means that I'm going to cut them in half and cut this in half. And then I'm going to wedge, and you want to wedge right to that corner because it's going to be hard to get your folding lid in. Oh, it's big piece of paper. All right, we've done that. And then because and that's how I chose the top, is because we have this folding lip and here we don't have it. So now I'm just going to trim off there. So that's about all the trimming that we need to do on that top part. Let's think about the bottom. So if this is the front, because there has no hole, that piece comes around and it is smoothly transitioning. So these two pieces are going to be kind of the inside flaps. And just because I don't want a lot of bulk on the bottom, I'm going to cut those in half, maybe 3/4. You want it stable enough so you can put your beautiful Fabergé egg inside. Or that's what I'm thinking you're going to put in there. All right. And then I will take off just a little bit, just so that they fold a little nicer, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see this, but it just removes a little bit of bulk. And this is the inside. So this is going to go up first, then the tabs are going to go in like so, and then the bottom is going to come up. Okay, so now that I've set it, let's do it. And actually, you know what? I think what I might do is put the designer series paper on first, because I find it a little easier and it's nicer to press down. So we're going to need a lid that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and today I'm using the Ornate Garden designer series paper. And then you're going to need 4 pieces that are 4 inches tall and 2 3/4 inches wide. All right, press all that down. Looks lovely. Adhesive on the back, fold it in half, fold this in half, done. We're gonna fold that, the back piece up and in. We're gonna close those little flaps there. And let's see. They are overlapping just a little bit, so I'll tell you what, I'm gonna close this and close that, and we'll work on the back, yeah. So I needed to make just a little bit of an adjustment with these. I just don't want them to, I don't want them to bulk up. We've got a lot of bulk happening in the bottom here. And then I call this an adhesive U. But I think I will actually put some extra adhesive on there. Okay, so then we're just gonna close the box. And then we're gonna go on the inside. And we're gonna press down. Maybe I'll use my bone folder. That's what everybody else uses. All right, so now that is wonderfully adhered and my box closes beautifully. Look at those flowers. Such like springtime. Okay, so yeah, that's the front. All right, so I have this die cut. I die cut quite a bit of shapes and stuff, and I just put them in my little cup here, and as long as they're current product, I like to use them. And I think what we'll do is very similarly do that which comes from Treasured Medallion. So today we celebrate you. And okay, so if I have a red rubber stamp and I want to stamp on white cardstock with a beautiful black image, I will use my StazOn ink, because this ink is far crisper than your Memento Tuxedo Black. And I will be honest, I like the result much better. Just beautiful. And I know people have said, why don't you just use the little Stampin' Dimensional on the back of this and stick it to the top of your lid? The thing is that this is supposed to go down and create a really nice seal around your stamp pad. And if you stick it to anything, I mean, why wouldn't the company have done that? They want this little plastic piece to stay on there and snug and secure. So even if the lid comes off, this is going to be on your stamp pad. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's the reason why I don't do it. Lots of people have told me, oh, just put a dimensional on there. I'm like, I don't think so, because I've done it before and my stamp pad has dried out much faster. So that's the reason why I don't do it. I know I go against the grain sometimes. Sorry about that. Okay, I need some dimensionals, speaking of, and I'm going to put an obnoxious amount as usual, maybe 4. Well, hi, Molly. Molly, do you mind? Hi, sweetie. Okay. Hi. Say hi to everybody. We're filming. Okay, you got stuff all over your face. Thanks, Malls. Here we are. This is the Bumblebee gingham ribbon. We love it so much. These are my ribbon shears. I always cut off too much ribbon, but that's because I require a lot to tie a bow. Now I have 2 cats really close by, so just saying. Look, 2 extra strings for the kitties to play with. All right, I am going to secure my little bow. And just one more step. I have a mini glue dot and my take your pick tool. And I'm just going to secure my bow and ribbon. And then that is a giant spring box that could host an Easter bunny or Easter eggs or seeds, like packets of seeds for your gardener in if you don't want to give chocolate away, or Fabergé eggs, whatever. I hope you have a lovely Easter and be safe and try to stay home and craft a little bit to avoid what's going on in the world. Yeah, happy Easter, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.